Good morning, everyone, and thank you for choosing today's market, financial analysis, and cryptocurrencies. Every day, our goal is to provide you with a thorough and knowledgeable analysis of the most relevant financial news to help you navigate the complex economic landscape. Let's begin our daily review. Market analysis, September 18, 2023. Oil approaches $95 amidst uncertainty in U.S. futures following Friday's sell-off. The global financial markets are off to a turbulent start this week, with oil prices nearing the $95 per barrel mark and U.S. stock futures showing signs of instability after Friday's sell-off. These developments underscore the persistent inflationary pressures faced by policymakers as they prepare for crucial interest rate meetings. In both European and Asian markets, equities experienced sharp declines, echoing the dip that saw the S&P 500 drop by over 1% at the close of the previous week. Société Générale SA, a prominent European bank, bore the brunt of investor disappointment, with its shares plunging by as much as 11% following the announcement of revised profitability targets. On the brighter side, DoorDash Incorporated, a US-based food delivery company, witnessed a boost in pre-market trading after Mizuho Securities upgraded its rating. However, payment services giant PayPal Holdings Incorporated faced headwinds as it was downgraded by MoffettNathanson. Oil prices have been on a 3-week rally, propelling benchmark Brent crude up by 11%. This surge complicates the challenges faced by central bankers globally in their ongoing battle against inflation. The upcoming week will be pivotal, as it includes the Federal Reserve's policy announcement on Wednesday, followed by decisions from the Bank of England on Thursday and the Bank of Japan a day later. François Raimot, a fund manager at La Française Asset Management in Paris, commented on the week's outlook, noting, "This week will be bumpy, and that pretty tough messages are expected from central bankers." As a sign of the market's sensitivity to these messages, U.S. Treasury yields edged higher, with the 2-year rate, particularly sensitive to policy changes, surpassing 5%. The cautious mood in stock markets aligns with sentiments expressed by Morgan Stanley strategists in a recent note, indicating that investors are becoming more guarded. Michael Wilson, leading the strategists team, noted growing debates among clients about whether a recession has been avoided or merely postponed. The majority of investors we've spoken with are in the pushed-out camp and are of the view that 2024 is now looking like a more challenging year for risk assets relative to 2023, Wilson wrote. Additionally, market observers are keen on clues about global supply prospects in the oil sector. Saudi Energy Minister Prince Abdulaziz bin Salman is set to address an industry conference, and his remarks are anticipated to influence oil market dynamics. Hedge funds significantly increased their bullish positions on Brent and U.S. crude to a 15-month high last week, contributing to Brent's impressive 11% gain over the past 3 weeks. Regarding currencies, the U.S. dollar weakened against most of its G10 counterparts. Economists surveyed by Bloomberg News expect the Federal Reserve to factor in one more interest rate hike this year, with expectations of an extended period at peak levels next year due to the resilience of the U.S. economy. As the week unfolds, market participants will closely follow central bank decisions and key economic developments for insights into the direction of financial markets amidst the persistent challenges posed by inflation and economic uncertainty. Before proceeding with our analysis, we would like to remind you that your support is very important to us. If you enjoy this video and find our content helpful and engaging, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. This helps us grow and provide you with even more quality content. Now, let's get back to the news on the financial markets and the latest updates. Coinbase's Base blockchain sets record for daily transactions. Coinbase's Layer 2 blockchain, known as Base, is making waves in the crypto world as it recently achieved an all-time high in daily transactions. Data from Into the Block reveals that Base recorded a staggering 1.88 million transactions on Thursday, surpassing the combined numbers of its Layer 2 competitors, Arbitrum and Optimism, which logged 780,000 and 370,000 transactions, respectively. Notably, the surge in Base's activity isn't driven by decentralized finance, DeFi, applications or non-fungible token, NFT, marketplaces, but rather by a novel social application called FriendTech. FriendTech, a decentralized social network platform built on Base, has seen a significant uptick in usage over the past week, with its daily transactions also reaching an all-time high at 529,000. Friend Tech brands itself as the marketplace for your friends. This unexpected boost in Base's transaction volume showcases the versatility and potential of Layer 2 blockchain solutions, extending their utility beyond traditional crypto use cases. FTX token sale, Coinbase expects no market shock. In a recent research report, Coinbase reassured the crypto market that the sale of tokens held by the bankrupt crypto exchange FTX is unlikely to cause a market shock. Several factors mitigate the impact of this sale. Firstly, the liquidation process will be gradual, with an initial limit of $50 million per week, later increasing to $100 million. Any further increase to a maximum of $200 million per week would require approval from committees representing FTX debtors. According to court filings, FTX holds substantial assets, including approximately $1.16 billion in Solana, SOL, $560 million in Bitcoin, BTC, $192 million in Ether, ETH, and an additional $1.49 billion in other tokens. The recent court ruling grants FTX the ability to sell and allocate these assets to settle its debts with creditors. Coinbase's assessment underscores the controlled nature of this token sale, alleviating concerns of market instability. DOJ concerns over Sam Bankman-Fried's jury questions. The U.S. Department of Justice, DOJ, has raised objections to the jury questions proposed by FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried, deeming them unnecessarily intrusive. These questions, part of the jury selection process, include inquiries about potential jurors' familiarity with the case and their knowledge of individuals with ADHD. The DOJ's concerns revolve around Bankman-Fried's questions being overly probing and possibly serving to bolster his defense. This legal dispute centers on FTX, a crypto exchange embroiled in allegations of fraud, which spectacularly collapsed in November last year. The court's decision regarding the acceptability of these questions will be pivotal in ensuring a fair and impartial jury for the upcoming trial. Market insight: Ether trades at a 27% discount. Ether, ETH, the native cryptocurrency of the Ethereum blockchain, is currently trading at a significant 27% discount to its fair value, as per analysis by RXR, a research-focused collaboration between Republic Crypto and Re7 Capital. RXR's fair value assessment incorporates a comprehensive version of the Metcalfe law, considering both the active user base on Ethereum's scaling networks and the mainnet. Traditional Metcalfe law models typically focus solely on the mainnet's active user base. According to the Metcalfe law, a network's value is proportionate to the square of its user count. Ether's utility extends beyond simple transactions, as it facilitates activities such as staking, NFT storage, and more within the Ethereum ecosystem. Hence, the value of ETH is intrinsically linked to Ethereum's network usage. RXR's analysis suggests that, despite its current discount, Ether's long-term potential remains closely tied to the growth and adoption of the Ethereum network. Chart of the day: HIFI tokens rollercoaster ride. Today's chart highlights the recent price fluctuations of HIFI, the native token of the Polygon-based project HIFI Finance. Over the past 2 weeks, HIFI experienced an astounding 450% surge in value. However, this rally was followed by a sharp decline after Binance listed HIFI perpetual futures on September 16. Historically, tokens often witness a surge in price leading up to major exchange listings, only to face significant profit-taking and subsequent declines afterward. This phenomenon is well documented in the crypto space, as outlined in the book Crypto Titans. The chart underscores the volatile nature of cryptocurrency markets and the impact of exchange listings on token prices. In conclusion, we'd like to thank you for watching today's market, financial analysis, and cryptocurrencies. If you enjoyed our insights and found the information helpful, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to our channel to stay updated with future analyses. Thank you again for your support, and we'll see you soon with more interesting news. Remember, the information in this video is purely informational and does not constitute investment advice. Always consult with a professional before making financial decisions.